Plants behind me are actually wild lavender.
后面这个就是野生薰衣草。
This is lavender that's growing on its own. We didn't seed it. It's just growing here naturally.
这个就是自然生长在这里哈，没有人去种植它，或者是有任何的照顾，它就自然的长在这里。野生薰衣草。
So let's talk a little bit about the lavender that you have at Young Living.
那我们来讲讲优乐坊的薰衣草。
First of all, does anybody know the botanical name of this lavender?
有人知道这个学名吗？
Lavandula angustifolia.
Oh, French.
No, it's Latin. The botanical name gives you the variety of lavender.
学名代表是它的品种，
There is many different varieties of lavender.
薰衣草非常多的品种。
If you look on every bottle that you have and you peel the back, you can see the
大家的那
ingredients.
个精油瓶子上，如果你把标签撕开，你可以看到里面有这瓶精油的成分，它的拉丁学名，
You will always have the botanical name.
里面一定有品种的名称。
And it's very important because without this, you don't actually know what you have in your bottle.
这个很重要，因为如果没有这样子标示，大家其实不知道说到底我们这瓶精油里面装的是哪些品种的植物。
This is the very basic first quality check, is to make sure that you have a botanical name on your label and that you know that it's the right lavender, because the other varieties of lavender can do other things but not the same.
所以这是一个最基本、最简单的品质检测，就是大家拿到精油的时候，可以看一下它瓶子上面是否有写它的学名，跟它是否是我们要的正确的那个品种，因为不同的品种可能就会有不同的功效。
But then I need to tell you a little bit about the way that we can grow lavender.
那我们要来讲讲不同的种植薰衣草的方式。
Normally in nature, lavender makes a little flower. This is the flower that comes on the top here. Can I get it?
就在大自然里面，这个薰衣草就是长这样子小小的花。
So this is the flower, not the not the calyx. But this is the calyx.
这个是花，就是哪一个？这个打开的这个是花。开的对对对。你说右边的不是开的，这个不是对，这样开的这个不是花。What is calyx? Before it.
No, the flower calyx, yes. The calyx is, I'll explain in a second. So this is the flower. You can see the flower coming out. This is the flower, okay? Inside the calyx is where you're going to have the seed.
那个是种子，那个里面会是种子。
So if the flower gets pollinated, a seed would mature. And in nature, that seed would fall on the ground. And then the next spring, that seed would sprout and you would have a lavender growing.
所以薰衣草它如果有授粉成功，它这个种子就会成熟，然后它就会掉出来掉在地上，隔年它就可以成长。
You can also have fun taking the flowers out. Okay? Now, I need to talk about the seed because the seed is very important.
种子是非常重要，所以我们现在谈谈种子。
When you grow a lavender from seeds, every single plant is going to be unique.
如果你是用种子，从种子开始种植的话，那每一群植物都会是不一样的。
I usually have a joke for this. I usually say, in order to have a seed, you need a mommy lavender, you need a daddy lavender.
如果要有一个种子的话，要有一个妈妈薰衣草，一个爸爸薰衣草，
They need to love each other very, very much.
他们要非常彼此非常相爱。
Then it gets a little bit weird. There's a bee that comes in the middle.
然后呢，就会来到一个第三者，就是没人。
And only if all of this happens well do you get a seed, and that seed is going to grow into a unique plant.
这些刚刚讲的这些要素都有存在的时候，才会有种子，然后种子才能够长成新的一株植物。
It's going to have a unique color, a unique size, and a unique smell, meaning it's going to produce a unique essential oil.
它会有一个自己独一无二的颜色、味道、大小，然后它产出来的精油也是独一无二的。
Okay? So all of you here are different. You all come from different love stories, I hope.
所以就像我们在场每个人都是从每一个独特的爱情故事产生出来的独一的无二的个体，对。
And none of you look alike.
那我们每个人长得也都不一
You
样，
are all different.
人都是不同的，
You are all unique.
每个人都是独一无二的。
It is the same for plants. When you grow from a seed, every plant is unique.
所以用种子种植的植物也是这样，每一株都是独一无二的。
And so growing a lavender from seeds is called a population lavender.
所以我们这个就叫做族群薰衣草这样的种植方式。
Population because of the diversity, okay?
族群是因为它的多样性。
In 1 hectare of lavender, we plant 12,000 plants. In 2 acres, okay, so I can do this. In 1 acre, we plant 6,000 plants.
在1英亩的这个大小的土地会种6000株的薰衣草。
And every plant is unique, different size, different color, making a unique essential oil.
那每一株都是不一样的颜色、大小，然后产出的精油都是不同的。
Yes?
Yes.
Now there's another way you could grow lavender.
那有另外一种种植方式，
It is called selecting and cloning.
就是挑选跟就是克隆方式。
Copy.
复制。
Yes.
Yes.
So how do you do a clone?
所以这种就是克隆的薰衣草
Copy and paste.
Photoshop?
复制贴上。
Have you ever cut a tree branch, a basil stem, put it in water, grown roots?
大家有曾经有就是剪一株树枝放到水里面，然后
You clone plants? When you do this, you're actually making an exact copy of the plant you cut the stem or the branch from.
当我们去剪一株树枝，然后可能插到土里或插到水里面，其实是在做一个跟原本的，就你剪下来那株一模一样的
It
种
would
植方式。
it would grow to have the same size, same color, same
它
same
长出来
plant.
的大小啊、颜色啊，都会是跟原本的那个一模一样的。
There's no love story there.
这里面没有爱。
So in lavender, let's say that I wanted to make a clone.
所以如果说要用这样子的方式来种薰衣草的话，
The field behind me is actually a 1-year-old lavender field.
后面大家看到这一片薰衣草田，大概是1年左右的这个薰衣草的年纪。
So I would seed this field, and I would have 6,000 plants in an acre.
所以这1英亩里面，可能我们就种6000株嘛。
I would wait for the plants to grow. Everybody would be unique because they were seeded.
然后就是每个人都会长得不一样嘛，因为他们是种子种植的。
And then I would walk this field, and I would look for the biggest plant I could find.
然后呢，就会在这个田里面呢去找，这其中长得最大的那一只，
I would look for the plant that has the most flowers,
然后找那个上面花开最多的那一只，
because 90% of the essential oil is in here,
因为大概90%的精油都是来自这个花的
and
部分。
only 10% is in the stem.
那这个茎的部分大概只有10%而已。
So if there's more flowers, bigger heads, bigger plants, I'm going to find much more oil.
所以如果那个薰衣草那株是长比较大、花比较多的，那里面的精油产量就会比较丰富。
So I would walk this field, I would look for the one that has the biggest amount of flowers, the biggest plant, and I would pick that one. I would say, you.
找到那个最大花最多的，就说 OK， 就是你了。
Be the father, be the
This is
mom.
making a selection.
所以这就是所谓的挑选。
And then I would cut up into little pieces, and I will replant every little piece, and I would make an entire field of that one
就
plant.
把那一株呢剪成好几段，然后就种一整片田的，就是那长得跟那一株一样最大的那一株。
This is selection and making a clone.
所以就是这个挑选呢跟这个复制的种植方式就是这样子。
Now at Young Living, what do we grow?
那在薰衣草我们的种植方式是怎么样呢？为什么会用种子？
Yes. First of all, the reason why is because our standard and our quality is seed to seal, not clone to seal.
我们的那个理念是种子到蜜蜂嘛，不是复制到蜜蜂。